establish a running game.
Well, they're going to have to. If they don't run the ball tonight, and I'm not saying they have to run for 150 yards, but they don't get some production out of this running game, they're going to lose the football game.
They also want to go after Izels Jenkins at the corner position. Walter Reeves, a lot of movement. They're going to blow this one dead. Leon Seals, 11th hour addition for the Buffalo Bills, started last week and contributed, fitting in well.
Encroachment, number 97 on the defense prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Here's the offensive line. Joe Bugel likes Mark May, who was with him in Washington. Luis Sharp. Lance Smith has played very solid at that right guard spot. Roll, a very nasty H-back. And Ivory Lee Brown getting his first starting call in the National Football League. Reeves in motion again. This is Ivory Lee. And he has William Thomas draped all over him. And that does not bode well for the Cardinals if that's the kind of running game they're going to have. A loss of 3. Defensively, the #1 defense in all categories as far as pass and run and overall. And they're missing, of course, Jerome Brown. But White is back. Simmons, Seals is filling in. And then the linebackers, well, what did Bud Carson say? He wouldn't trade him for any in the National Football League. Joyner in his first Pro Bowl. And Rich Miano, we didn't expect him to start. He's had knee problems, but he's in the starting lineup. On a second down, Ivory Lee weighs 265 pounds, used all of it as he's able to wedge it out to the 30. William Thomas again on the stop. Joe Bugel says that Ivory Lee Brown is a 265-pounder with a wiggle.
Yeah, that's hard to believe, but he does have that because what he does, he gets low and he gets underneath some people. I mean, and I think he cuts pretty well. But what I thought it was interesting last night too, what Reggie White said to us. He said, we want to stuff the run because if we stuff the run, we set up the pass rush.
Which is opposite of what you usually think.
That's exactly right.
3rd down and 3. That's Prohl in motion from the shotgun. Rosenbaum. He's got time, and the catch is made at the 35 by Johnny Bailey, and that'll be a first down. And obviously the Cardinals need some success after waiting so long. 5-yard pickup on the play.
One of the reasons Tim Rosenbaum had time there is Reggie White, number 92 for the Eagles, is going to get double team. Roll, and then May, they push him right by. Now, White says, I start with the bull rush early in the game, but he has 4 different types of rushes. He's got the bull, the club, the slip, and the spin.
And it all means you're right back in the face of the quarterback.
Generally.
First down at the 35. Brown getting some confidence now across the 40 to the 43-yard line. They say Brown is a terrible practice player. Said they would cut you. The Bugle says when you put the silks on him on Sunday, he plays an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, and he got an 8-yard gain there because the block of number 82, Roll, who just trapped his man, and then Brown just slipped in behind that. I mean, if you get some lead blocks like that, and if there's no quick penetration from the Philadelphia defense, you have at least a fighting chance.
2nd and 2. Little movement up front again. Brown dodges the first man. Other people arrive, and the Eagles swarm him down.
Great anticipation by Seth Joyner. And you know why? Because Seth Joyner, not only is he a terrific player, but he spends a lot of time studying formations. He spends all kinds of time in the film room, recognized the formation, the tendency there, and he's the one that disrupted the play early and allowed the middle linebacker Evans to make the tackle.
And they lose yardage. 3rd down coming up. 4 yards to go. What was it? He's the last guy to leave the building.
Yeah, watching film every night.
In motion. Rosenbaum on a 3rd and 4. Prohl's got it. A first down. Prohl. There's a flag on the play as he's tackled at the 45. Ricky Prohl has good games against the Eagles. His rookie year, he had 7 catches for 130 yards, and that's a 14-yard gain if it stands.
The thing about Ricky Prohl is he is very quick in and out of cuts. He doesn't take a lot of time to come out of a break.
Disregard the flag. There is no penalty.
So they'll pick it up.
What you're going to see Ricky Prohl in motion here, and Tim Rosenbaugh has him all the way. He has him all the way. But again, watch how he comes out of the cut. And even he may not have great speed, but when he comes out of the cut, he creates a separation to allow the quarterback to throw it past the defender.
And he reads those coverages so well.
Yeah.
First down at the 45. Reeves in motion. Rosenbaugh. Pressure coming. Stopped as he has to get rid of it. At his feet that time. Coming up very quickly was 92 Reggie White. That's no real surprise. Andre Waters was closest to that ball thrown into the turf.
Reggie White didn't have any sacks on the left side of your screen, number 92, last week, but he had 9 hurries. And sometimes you don't have to sack the quarterback. You just let him know you're there. I mean, not that you always remember where Reggie White is.
You better look for number 92.
Yeah, but it's not just Reggie White. I mean, they've got Clyde Simmons on the other side. Seth Joyner can be a pass rusher as well.
2nd and 10. Ivory Lee trying to get outside. Not a lot going there. Thomas, who they feel is going to be a future Pro Bowler, could be another Seth Joyner, the second-year man from Texas A&M, there to make the stop.
Now, William Thomas last year in his rookie season was kind of a chase guy. They put him on the backside, and he ran guys down from behind and made plays, but he put on about 15 pounds, and he still kept the speed. He thinks he's like, they think he's Seth Joyner Jr. I mean, they believe he can really be that kind of player.
That's a tremendous compliment. 3rd and 9. Cardinals are 2 of 2 on 3rd down thus far. Good protection. And behind Prohl.
At him.
Yep. Last week, in an early part of the game against Tampa Bay, Rosenbaugh had Randall Hill wide open down the middle and overthrown. And now Rich Camarillo, we weren't sure he would punt today, is coming in. He missed last week in the last preseason game with a thigh injury. The Pro Bowler.
Well, I hope he didn't watch the Giant game today where the Giants had 2 punts blocked early.
Sakahima, a former teammate of Camarillo, back for this punt. Camarillo hits it high. Fair catch. And just across the 10, the Eagles will have the football for the second time. Strategically placed a 33-yard punt. So Philadelphia with a 3-0 lead. First quarter going in a hurry with 1:37 remaining. The Eagles with the ball for the second time. The first time they got 3 out of it. They'll start this drive just across their own 10-yard line. Eagles doing well on first down. One of the reasons is this guy, Herschel Walker, across the 15 to the 16-yard line. What they didn't want to do with Herschel, Pat, is let him get his shoulders turned up the field.
Yeah, that's what Tim McDonald, the defensive strong safety for the Cardinals, said that if we could keep his shoulders facing the sidelines, we could knock him back and bring him down easily. But once he gets those shoulders turned, that's where Herschel Walker gains his yards. But the reason he's got his shoulders turned upfield is the offensive line of preventing any kind of early disruption in the play.
2nd and 4. Herschel 9 carries, 31 yards. It's Herschel again. And Herschel spins almost to the first down. He's about a yard short. Came out of that pile. Tim McDonald was down there again. McDonald was really upset with his football team last week. Talking about he didn't think they had the intensity that they had in the preseason. He is the guy they like to funnel things to. He is an excellent football player.
Well, in the NFL, you cannot relax on any play. And if you relax, you're going to have all sorts of problems, which they did against Tampa Bay last week. But Tim McDonald, the guy who's a strong safety, has to play in the center of the field and make some plays in the running game.
3rd and a yard. Myers in motion. Herschel Walker's got the first down as we'll come to the end of this first quarter. Walker getting a lot of carries, and all your great backs love that. They just get stronger usually as the game wears on. That's his 11th effort of this first quarter. And we've come to the end of the first quarter. Philadelphia with a 3-0 lead. The Eagles with the football for the second time when we return to the Valley of the Sun. Down to Bob Neal.
Thanks, Gary Bender. On the set of the Stadium Show, our Fruit of the Loom halftime show will be coming up after the second quarter.